Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be showing off my entire black metal CD and vinyl collection. I want to do this for both black metal and death metal. I figured black metal I'd be able to fit all into one video because I have a smaller black metal collection. As opposed to death metal, I'm going to have to make multiple parts for that. Anyways, so I've got a couple CDs and a handful of records. Black metal I don't collect as much as I do death metal because I like death metal more and black metal is a little bit more expensive. I will be able to get more black metal stuff this summer though, because I'm probably going to be getting a job this summer, so I'll have more extra money. But anyways, let's do the CDs first. So the first one is Eris Menda with Despair's Depths Descended. It's like some really depressive atmospheric black metal. I wouldn't quite call it DSBM because it isn't really. It has a lot more to it than just being like sad and tragic sounding, but it is definitely a very dark and kind of depressive album. But I like that album cover, that artwork, and there's even more cool artwork on the inside. But there's the back. I really like their logo as well. They're part of the Black Twilight Circle, and they're pretty much the most popular band in that. I don't know if I happen to the booklet here. Let me fix that. I'll get that later or whatever. There's the disc. I like the way the disc looks. And it's pretty fucked up looking, to be honest. And the back booklet. Let me get the booklet out. I got a little tangled with these things. So front, back. You got all the lyrics and more cool artwork. Lyrics are a little hard to read because they're in that weird handwritten kind of looking font, but pretty cool. Really dark album. I don't listen to this extremely often because it's kind of an album that you listen to once, but every now and then you kind of get the experience, and you don't really need to listen to it extremely often. But it is really fucking good. If you like DSBM, you'll probably like this, and if you like atmospheric black metal, you'll probably like this, but it's a lot less chill than atmospheric black metal because it's very dark. The vocals are kind of like that Burzum high-pitched, shrieky vocal style, but he also does these weird, moans, I guess, that kind of remind me of, Lurker or Chalice, but, it's pretty cool. Our next one is a classic, Darkthrone A Blazing Northern Sky. Sorry if you heard my sister in the background. This is a classic fucking album. This is probably my third favorite Darkthrone album behind Panzerfaust and, Transylvanian Hunger. The fucking little things in the CD thing fell out, so the disc comes out really easily, but really nice digipack from Peaceville. You got lyrics and pictures of the band. And then disc 2 with the Fenriz commentary, which is actually pretty cool, to be honest. Pretty cool, though. My favorite song here is probably Where Cold Winds Blow. That's a really cool song. I really like the vocals on that song from Nocturnal Culto. And Catharian Life Code and the Shadow of Horns. It's a classic album. It's a great one. So yeah, one of the first black metal albums I ever got into as well. So yeah, next one is Judas Iscariot with To Embrace the Corpse's Bleeding. By far the best Judas Iscariot album, to be honest. This and the album before this are his best. His early stuff isn't quite as good as good, but I enjoy this more though. I don't know. But it's just, if you don't know Judas Iscariot, I mean, if you watch my channel for the black metal, you should know Judas Iscariot. It's a relatively popular black metal project, but it's not, as big as Darkthrone or Mayhem or Bathory. But it's like Panzerfaust or Darkthrone, but a little bit faster. So it's basically like your typical Darkthrone clone kind of stuff. It's just done very well, and it has a little more to it than just being a Darkthrone clone, but it's cool though. If you want to check this out though, the tracks you should definitely listen to are We're In the Valley of Death, I Am Their King, and With Lust and Murder for Our Drink. Those are the best songs on here. So yeah, pretty cool album though. It's American black metal, but it's very fucking European sounding. So yeah. Alright, next up we've got some Watain. This is their newest album, Giant Wolf Eclipse. I've got the poster it came with back there. It's an alright album. It's not their best. I prefer earlier Watain material, like the first couple albums. But it's still a decent album. It's obviously very cleanly produced, which I don't mind. The songs could get a little boring and repetitive at times, but it's still a solid, just stereotypical, typical black metal album. Blast beats fast. It's not extremely melodic, but it is a little bit here and there. It's kind of like Watain, if you know them. They're it's like the less melodic moments of Dissection, basically, if that was a band. And it's pretty cool. I like Watain a bit, so it's a good album. Next up, we've got one of my favorite fucking black metal albums I own. Probably one of my favorite, my third favorite black metal band. Disaster, Nocturnal Poisoning. I really need to get some more Disaster albums. I need to get Funeral of Being, and the album after that, fucking Topak with the Deceased. But this is obviously his first album, if you don't know. And it's pretty much a classic and depressive black metal. It's very atmospheric. It's very like sublime sounding, I guess. Very like trippy at times, I guess. It's very repetitive and simple and minimalistic. So if you don't like repetitive black metal, you won't like this, understandably. But it's very trance-inducing. Whenever I listen to this, like, I'll just zone out. And it's a very depressive album, but it's a lot more subtle about it. So if you don't like DSPM, this album is still worth giving a try, because it doesn't sound like Shining or Silencer, for example. It's not as crazy as those bands, but it's a little bit more darker and atmospheric, and like it's unsettling, but it's not. It's a lot more on the raw side, so it's less straight up disturbing, but it's more just dark sounding. Favorite tracks I hear though are In the Heat of Battle, Soul Abduction Ceremony, Gate Through Bloodstained Mirrors. Actually, honestly, pretty much the whole album is great. It's a very long album too. It's like over an hour long, but it's really damn good. So Disaster, Nocturnal Poisoning, great album. So that's all the CDs. Now I'll go to the vinyl. As far as vinyl goes for black metal, I kind of have a little bit more of a generic collection in that aspect, because I have just more of the classics, you know, Burzum, Darkthrone, Mayhem, etc. So let's get started with that. The first one is the band, well, I already mentioned Burzum, but this is the first Burzum album. I really need to get the rest of his first 4 albums, so yeah. But this is a really cool album though. Sorry about that, somebody just walked into this fucking garage. This is my favorite Burzum album. It's a gatefold back on black reissue, because I don't feel like paying fucking like a lot of money for first press. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. No inserts or anything, but it's on 108 gram black vinyl, double LP. I'm not showing you the other one because the labels are the same. But this has pretty much everything I like about black metal combined into one album, honestly. You know, sometimes it's trance-inducing, it's atmospheric, but it's also very melodic, but it could also be sinister and evil sounding. It could be slow and more depressive sounding and more moody, but it could also be fast and more thrashy and empowering sounding on songs like War. It's really just a perfect album. It also has the Aske EP, which is a pretty cool addition. It's pretty long, the release combined together, those two. Obviously why it's on double OP, but my favorite songs on here are Feeble Screams from Forest to Numb. That's probably my favorite Burzum song. Spell Destruction, War, and My Journey to the Stars. And that little short instrumental, The Crying Orc, is also really cool. Overall, it's really cool though. Of course, Burzum's classic. The next two, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for, because everyone hates this band. And, you know, calling them black metal is a huge stretch, honestly. Because they are black metal, but they're more of they're a black gaze band. So, if you hate this band, just skip ahead. I'm probably going to get some fucking comments about this, but this is Death Heaven with Sunbather. I got into this band way before I got into black metal. And this band didn't get me into black metal by any means, but I do enjoy them every now and then. But it's a different appeal than black metal. I used to not understand the hate at all for this band, but now that I'm into black metal, I understand why people don't like it. Because black metal fans don't like, you know, their black metal to be more happy sounding, and obviously, I mean, fucking pink album cover, this very glamorous looking insert. This is a good album. It's not my favorite from them. Sometimes it could be more happy sounding, and sometimes it's a little bit more sad sounding, I guess. I don't want to say depressive, because it's not like super fucking dark, but the first LP is on pink vinyl. Also, there's tape, because my little brother got to this record, and I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Solid album though. It's probably the most popular Death Heaven album. The other one's on really cool translucent yellow. My favorite song here is probably the last track on here, the Porcupine Tree, and the melody, and that one's pretty cool. I also really like the first song, Dream House, which is probably arguably the most popular Death Heaven song. But also I like how it's like orange or yellow inside. Good album though. I swear to God, if me showing this fucking record ends up in the thumbnail, I'm going to fucking laugh my ass off, because then everyone's gonna fucking think I'm gonna be showing like fucking just nothing but Death Heaven and like Ghost Bath and other band a lot of people hate. Liturgy, that band's fucking trash albums, but I still like Deafheaven. Not as huge on them as I was before I got into black metal, but I still enjoy them every now and then. But this record is better than some other, in my opinion. This is New Bermuda. This is technically their latest release. They're coming out with a new album this July, which I actually can't wait for, because I heard the new track and it sounds really fucking cool. But this is the first album I ever got from Deafheaven. And I actually discovered this band when I saw them open for Lamb of God back when I was in like the 8th grade. This is also double LP, but it's just black vinyl. This is a great album though. This is a little underrated in Deafheaven's discography because this is probably their least popular album, but it's really fucking good though. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. Tracks like Brought to the Water and Luna are really cool, and then there's the slower song Baby Blue. Come Back is also pretty good, and Gifts for the Earth is it has like some post-hardcore kind of elements to it. It's a great album though. I really enjoy it. It kind of separates the shoegazy moments and the black metal moments. There's moments that straight up sound like black metal. There's moments that are just straight up sound like shoegaze, but overall, it's a great album. And I can't wait to hear the new one too, because that new track they released for it, it's called like Honeycomb or something. It was really cool. But yeah, hate me all you want, but I enjoy Deafheaven every now and then. Alright, next up we've got all my Darkthrone stuff. I already showed Blaze Northern Sky on CD, but I also have it on picture disc. It's a back on black picture disc. I got it for really cheap at this one record store in LA called Vacation Vinyl. It's an okay record store. This is a decent sounding picture disc too. I thought it would sound like shit because this is the first picture disc I ever bought. But it's a okay sounding picture disc. It's not as good sounding as the CD, which isn't picture disc obviously because it's a fucking CD, but it sounds alright. I listen to it every now and then. Well, I usually listen to the sound on the CD though because it sounds better, but this is really cool looking though. So yeah, I wish I had an actual sleeve, but what can you do? Overall though, I already talked about this album. It's a great album. So I have that one. I don't have Under a Funeral Moon yet. I really need to pick up that album. Just haven't gotten around to it, but I do have my favorite Darkthrone album. First black metal album I ever bought that wasn't Deafheaven. So basically the first traditional black metal I ever bought. Transylvanian Hunger. This is a fucking perfect album, and this album just defines black metal in my opinion. Every song is awesome. The melodies, the fucking badass album cover. It's just flawless, honestly. I love the raw production, but you can still hear everything. And I also love the center label. It's pretty fucking cool. My favorite song here is tough to choose, but probably I like the more melodic stuff on here, like the title track. Skald av Satan's Soul. I totally just butchered the Norwegian language. And the last song, and as I Dyke Skogen. I don't fucking know. It also has like a little peaceful catalog. But I have good memories of when I first got this album. Last summer, I remember I just listened to this album on an almost daily basis. It's so good. So yeah, it's Transylvanian Hunger. Next, my second favorite Darkthrone album, Panzerfaust. They kind of mixed the Transylvanian Hunger style, obviously, with like a more Celtic Frost kind of style, with like less melodic and more like thrashy sounding riffs on here, which is really cool. So it's a really awesome album, and this should be part of the whole Unholy Trinity thing. No corpse paint pictures on this, but oh well. Maybe that's why it's not considered part of the Unholy Trinity. Amazing album, though. This has my favorite Darkthrone song, actually, which is Hans Siste Vinter. It's a song that got me into Darkthrone. But the other great tracks on here are Envid av Sorg. God, I sound terrible. The Hordes of Nebula. And Quintessence is also a classic. And I really like the closing, actually. Actually, I probably might listen to this after I finish making this video. But yeah, awesome album. Panzerfaust. So that's it for Darkthrone. I need to get Under a Funeral Moon sometime. Alright, next I've got all my Mayhem records. Lastly, I need to get Death Crush. Mayhem is pretty much my favorite black metal band, so I really need to pick that up sometime. But I have Live in Leipzig, and this... It's tough to choose my favorite Mayhem album is between De Mysteriis Non Satanas and this album. I kind of lean a little bit towards this album because this has the best songs from Death Crush and De Mysteriis with Dead on vocals, which is cool. This is the Peaceville reissue, and it's a really nice reissue as well. It comes with this really sick booklet with always like pictures and stuff of the band. I really love this record. I mean, I know the quality is complete shit, but I don't even mind. It kind of adds because it makes the music sound a lot more like hateful. And Death Dead's vocal performance is awesome. If it is a bit monotonous, people complain about that, but it's not necessarily his range that makes him a good vocalist, or made him a good vocalist, but it's more just his intensity, I guess, and his stage banner is really fucking cool. But, yeah. Best songs on here are the version of Death Crush that's on here, and Freezing Moon, and probably Chainsaw Guts Fuck. But, you also have a printed inner sleeve with, like, some writing and drawings by Dead, which is sick. And it's on 180 gram black vinyl. So, yeah. But amazing albums. Probably one of my favorite records I own. Mayhem is one of my favorite bands. And I love this album, so yeah, that's live in Leipzig. Alright, last record I have to show is De Mysteriis Stomp Satanas. This is like the second black metal album, actually probably third. Can't remember I ever bought it. I remember I got it last summer. I remember it was a pain in the ass to get this because I ordered it online from Revelation Records, which is weird because that's a hardcore punk label, but I saw this on their website for cheap, so I got it. And they accidentally shipped it to Florida, so I had to get it sent back over here where I live, so I'm fucking in California, so that was weird. This is kind of an iffy pressing. It's okay, but you can hardly see the fucking lyrics over there because it's like a dark purple, but it's weird. Even if you shine the light on it, you just can't see. It just looks like black on the camera, but I have that image with the Mayhem logo as my back patch and my black metal vest. You guys should know if you've seen those videos, but you got Hieronymus and Hellhammer. I don't know why they don't have a picture of Attila on vocals. I get why they don't have a picture of Varg, but honestly, this is a very classic black metal album, and this is one of the first black metal albums you should listen to if you're trying to get into the genre. Also, I had to put some tape down there because there's a huge seam split when it came in the mail. Sound quality is alright. I'm pretty sure since it's back on black, this is probably just ripped from the CD. So it sounds alright. I like the color vinyl though, it's cool. But they really need to do a repress of this, or a reissue of this album, like from like an official reissue from like the actual band. But amazing album though, of course, classic songs, you know. Funeral Fog, Freezing Moon, Cursed in Eternity, Pagan Fears. The whole album's great, but my favorites are probably Funeral Fog, Freezing Moon, Life Eternal, Buried by Time and Dust, and title track. Great riffs, very, you know, cold sounding, but also heavy. It's more heavy than it is melodic. You should know this fucking album if you're into black metal. It's classic. A lot of people don't like Attila's vocals, but I enjoy them. He's kind of a unique vocalist, but that's it for this video though. I think much else to say. That's my entire black metal CD and vinyl collection. Still a lot of stuff I need to get, though. I need to get more Burzum. I really need some Bathory. I'd like to get some Marduk, more Disaster, more Attain. What else? I really need to get some Satyricon. Maybe a little Black Solis would be cool. Forgotten Tomb. I really need... Actually, the next black metal band I want to get some albums from is Leviathan, because that's one of my favorites, and I really need to get Tenth Solo Suicide, probably on the CD, because it's easier to find on the CD. But yeah, that's for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.